Hello, Gary Ness here, and welcome to Cane Self-Defense and Master Gary Ness. In this video, I want to showcase a brand new cane that I designed with Cane Masters. This is called the Urban Defender, and I'm going to explain why I call it that, and I'm going to go over the features of this beautiful cane. Now, number one, this cane is made out of oak, and it is 1 1/8 inches in diameter. Now, I have a couple different features on here that I put on here. I'm going to go over that with you, like I said. But this cane is also stained in gunstock brown, so it has a very beautiful finish. And it weighs just a little bit over a pound. And that'll vary, obviously, to how you cut it. Now, on this cane, I went ahead and went with an octagonal style cane. And right between the grips, and I'll show you the grips in a minute, I went ahead and I put a teardrop in the center. Now, on the grips, I ran standard grips just below when you come down in chamber and just above the tip when you're grabbing it. So when you're doing, whether you're doing a full swing, a two-handed swing, or you're coming up with a two-handed bayonet strike, your hands fall beautifully into the grips and they lock in nice and perfect. Now, on the horn, it's wide enough to go around the neck or manipulate any body parts. And I also have grips that I ran underneath and on the side, because I'm a big believer in something happens, it may catch you off guard. If you're not ready for it and you have that tip on the ground, you can get a quick swing and a hit, and you still have grips for your fingers to lock into to just give you that extra insurance that you're not going to lose that cane or it's not going to shift in a bad direction out of your hands. Now, I call it the Urban Defender because the Shadowhawk, when I designed that cane, I went pure tactical. That was a fighting cane, and it looked very menacing. Well, I wanted to do another one that didn't look as menacing, that had more of that gray man effect. So when you're walking around town, you've got a cane that's very beautiful that people will admire, but they're looking at it for its beauty and charm versus looking at it for more of a destructive fighting format. So with this one right here, being that it's octagonal, I ran it that way so when we get down to where the teardrop is, it folds, the curves and lines fold nicely into the teardrop. So it gives you that beautiful look, but still we have that edge that we can fight and block with. Mr. Bob, if you're unfamiliar with a teardrop, there's a lot you can do with it. Let's say he's throwing a wild haymaker. I can step in, cut into that arm with that teardrop, injure that arm, and then obviously smash him if I had to. If he's throwing a straight punch, I can step to one side with a quick swing. I can catch him toward the elbow area with that teardrop, and then if necessary, turn that teardrop right into his face. Now, I still have the beauty of if he grabs my hand, I can come up using this horn, breaking it loose, and striking. So I have the ability of using the horn. The horn also fits around his neck very nicely, where I can pull him in and do other stuff. Now, I ran the tip to where it's got a good point to where it's going to injure, but it doesn't look as menacing as a lot of the ones do. And I'll just pull a little bit here, tell me when he starts to feel it.
Yep.
So he starts to feel that, not pulling very hard. So you have that ability of using that to grab, injure, and maneuver people, but it doesn't look as though it's going to be something you're going to walk around and hurt people with. Now again, with the teardrop, you can do a lot with it. If he's going to kick, and somebody kicks at me, and as he kicks, I can cut into his shin or his ankle area with that teardrop and cause injury. Now I can also flip it around and catch them with a flat edge if I don't want to cut or open up their face or something, but I can also come right back to that teardrop and I can use it to cut into them. I can swing out and hit them with the flatter end or reach out a little bit more and catch them in the collarbone with the teardrop. So that teardrop has a very beautiful finish to it, but it has a very nice sharp point as well that will cause damage if and when necessary. I didn't want to put like the Shadowhawk because that was designed for combative uses, and I didn't want to run the name on this cane, so I did not put the Urban Defender on this cane. I left it more gray man. So it's more kind of, it's more stealthier when you're walking around. People aren't going to look at it as much as they would another cane and go, I bet you that's going to be mainly a weapon. No, it's more designed for walking around town, but when you need to in a pinch, there you are. You have a beautiful cane that will get you out of trouble. So this cane right here, I'll have all the information on the pricing and the specs. Everything will be in the link below. So if you're interested, check it out. This is the Urban Defender. Again, it's made out of oak, gunstock brown. It's 1 1/8 inch in diameter. And you have your standard grips here, grips underneath, horn big enough to go around, and a teardrop that you can use for fighting as well as blocking. So thank you very much, Hernandez, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.